Hey guys, it's Lewis from Louis Loops, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the different parts of this BMO iPhone case. So you can learn how to. I have the pattern for the full case on my shop at etsy.com/shop/louisloops. I'll put a link somewhere around here for that. So that's where you can get the full pattern for the case and everything. And for this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make the face. The plus sign here and this little button right here, which are all pretty easy. Other than that, it's just embroidery. So this is just stitching on. This is a bullion stitch. You can see how to make that. I'll put a link right here for how to do these two buttons. This I just literally just sewed a triangle on it. It's pretty simple, and then a couple stitches right here. This is what it looks like in the back. And yeah, so let's start with the face. So for all this, we have different kinds of yarn. This is for the body. It's a cottonese yarn. For most of it, let's see, for the plus sign is cottonese. I think the only thing that aren't cottonese yarn is the face, the main part of the face, and these two colors, because they don't come in cottonese. But the plus size are both sides. The plus and the button here are both cottonese. So this is the color yarn that you need for the full case, which is, let's see, what color is it? Sea Spray right here. I'll put a link to all the kinds of yarns you're going to need in the description. But yeah, so let's get started. So for the face, I use Sugar and Cream's yarn. Color is, I don't know what the color, oh, Robin's Egg right here. Okay, so we'll get going. And you'll need to have made the case first so you know how big to make the face, but it's pretty easy. So here's a finished iPhone case that we're going to sew everything onto. And all you need to do is start with a slip knot and chain until it's just a little bit shorter than this. I think the right number is 9, maybe 10. So let's see, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see, 9. Let's do one more. So let's make it chain 10. Okay. And then in the back loops, right here, we're going to want to single crochet all the way down. So we can move this out of the way now. So we'll just single crochet in the back loops all the way down. So it can sometimes get kind of tough to get in the back, but looks like I got it pretty well here. Sometimes you make the chains too tight and it's just way too difficult to get in the back loops. But it looks like it's not that bad right now. And hopefully I don't make this video too long. So what I'm going to do so this video won't get like crazy long is I'm going to be speeding up after I make this bit right here. I'll speed it up and get to the end. I'll explain what I did too before that. But let's see. So it should be 9 single crochets across into all these back loops. Okay. Right. Wow. All right. So we got 2 more. And I think I'm going to be splitting up, chances are I'll be splitting up this video into two different parts, because this first part might take a while, might fill up the whole video, so I'll just probably split it up into 2 so it doesn't look crazy long, and I'll put links to the other one at the end of the video. Jeez. There we go. Okay, so that's 9 single crochets across, and it looks like it's turning a little bit, but don't worry, it'll straighten out. So there you go. So we just got a little line like that. We're going to want to turn around, chain 1, and then just single crochet across that. And I think we'll do that till we get to 4 rounds. So I'm just going to be speeding up this part. So when I get to the end here, I'll just be turning around and doing that 2 more times. So it's 4 rounds up. Okay, and I'll just be speeding it up from there. Okay, so we just finished, I lied, I did an extra round, so it's 5 rounds. So we chained, single crocheted across, single crocheted, so it's 5 rounds up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And so at the end of this round, we don't want to cut off or anything like that. Now we're going to be crocheting once all the way around the piece to give it that kind of like a perfect circle-y kind of square look. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So when we get to the end of the round here, we want to single crochet 1 more in the second, or in the last loop right here. Okay, so that's going to turn it around. Okay, so we put 2 into that one. Now we're just going to go around, so you can find little holes throughout the sides of it, and that's going to be where the end of the rounds are. And that's going to show you where to put your hook and to put the stitch. So right here, it's right there. You want to go in and boom, single crochet just like that. There's another hole right here. Okay, there should be about 1 per round, up and down and stuff like that, to make it a perfect square. Okay, and now when we get to the bottom right here, so single crochet 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to go into this last one, and we're going to go actually into the chain right here. Chain, single crochet 1 there, and then we'll single crochet 1 more, and we'll go start to cover this this extra thread so we can cover it up. Okay, so now we went to the first one. Now we're going across this way. Okay, we did 2 into that last one. So we'll go into the next chain, which will be right here. Let me show you on this. Right there. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, and it can be tough to get to this bottom parts here. But let's see. There we go. So I forgot to tell you what kind of crochet hook I'm using. I'm using a G. See if I can get that. So it's right there. G6 4.0 millimeters. I'll probably have put a thing in the front to tell you that, but sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that. And okay, I'm going to speed this up because it's going to be kind of tough. It's tough to get in these loops here. There we go. Maybe I won't speed it up. Let's see. There we go. Into the loop like that, and there should be 1 for each chain. It should be the same distance as it is in the top. Okay, so there we go. And gosh, there we go. Lost part of it. Sorry, it's kind of getting sloppy here, but it's going to look good in the end. Okay, we can get rid of this. We'll just put it to the back, and we'll cut it off later. Just keep going across. Single crocheting all the way across. This is how we're going to make a rectangle. Man, some of them are really tight. There we go. The last one right here. Okay, so we're going to do actually 2 in this last one. Oops. Okay, so there's 1 and 2 to turn it again. Just like that. Single crochet up it. Okay, so let me show you where that is. We're going back up this. So you see how we turned it around. And we're going to find those holes. So here's one right here, there's one right there, put one right there, and then that'll be the last one right here. So we'll go single crochet up the side, one right there, one right there, one next to that, and then one more right here. And then the top one, we're going to want to slip stitch into this, into the first single crochet right here. So go, there we go, and slip stitch. Okay, we want to cut a long piece because we're going to use it to sew onto the front of our iPhone case soon. And just pull it all the way through. There we go. Okay, now we're going to want to sew on a face to that. So we're going to need just a little bit of black yarn. I already have some cut. This yarn is Lion Brand's Cotton Ease yarn in just, I think it's called Oxen, or not Ox. I don't know, it's black. So maybe charcoal, maybe that's the name. Okay, so we want to find two places to put eyes. We're going to put an eye right here. Okay, we're going to put a smile right here. It's good to be prepared with what you're going to do before you do it. Make sure this is long enough. Yeah, pretty good size. So we're going to put one eye right here, a smile right there, and then another eye right here. So to do the eye, I have a video on this. It's called the bullion stitch. Oopsies, got this out of the way. There we go. Okay, so you just pull the yarn through just like this. Okay. Wrap the yarn around the needle twice. 1, 2, or 3 times rather. 3, just like that. Pull it under and then go through the next hole right here, which is going to be the center of this V. Get to the end of the needle like that, and we're going to want to pull these two sides, pull from in here and over here tight, so it tightens the loop, and pull it through without pulling all of this chunk of yarn through. We want to just get the yarn through this, and it'll make a nice little knot. Pull through. Hopefully we didn't catch any. Oh, we did. That's the part that can get complicated with having this much yarn just thrown around, is it can get tangled up pretty easy. So pull it through just like that. Pull it tight there. Okay. And sew it on, or tie it onto the back. Just do a double knot, because this part's going to be sewn onto the front. You're never going to see this anyhow. Okay, so there we go. We got one eye. We'll cut it loose. Okay. Now for the second part, we'll do another eye. Or, I mean, we're going to do a smile now. So we're going to go over, down one, and one to the right here. Okay. Pull through. Almost all the way through. Okay. Go down one and one over. Good. That one right there. Over like to this one. Get a little tangled in the back. Over one right to here. And then when we go through this one, and we're going to go one over and one up. It's right here. Okay, so see, we're getting kind of a smile. It's a little bit scattered. We're going to want to go into the back around over to back to this one. Go through. Go on top of it. Like that. And then this is what I do. It's kind of a weird little thing. I go through this loop right here, just like that. and then over. And usually it makes it into a nice little smile. It looks like it's gonna make it a little wonky right here, but that's okay. Go through this bottom like this. And then again through the bottom right here. Okay, pull it tight right there. And then go through where you pull through the first one right here. Okay, just like that. Pull it tight on the other one. And it's making kind of a smile. It ended up a little weird. I don't know why. Did something somewhere weird. But yeah. Tie it tight, and then we're going to do one more bullion stitch. Video is getting really long. Cut it loose. And go ahead and we're going to go right here. We're going to go through the middle of this V right here. If I can get it there. There it is. Just like that. Okay, pull it through. Oh, shit. Ooh. Sorry. Right there like that. Okay, so we're just going to make one more bullion stitch right here, and then you'll use, sorry, I got to speed up because this video is getting far too long. Okay, so we'll pull through this, we'll do a bullion stitch here. I'm going to speed the rest of this up, and then for the end we'll just going to be, I won't be showing this, but you'll just use this long thread to sew onto this piece. Okay, so I'll speed up this bullion stitch. Okay, so there we go. So we did that. Now we'll just be sewing it onto this. I won't be showing you guys how to do that, but all you really have to do is sew it on. And yeah, so check back next week. Next week I'll be showing you guys how to do this plus sign, this, and then maybe how to do the embroidery. You can either wait till next week, or you can buy the pattern on my shop at etsy.com/shop/LouisLoops. I'll put a link again right here, where you can go and buy the pattern for this and get the early pattern for how to do this, and I'll have the video then too. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. 1 and 2. Single crochet 4 into this second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and